Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Gold Rush fans side with Clayton brothers, Fred Lewis to blame. If you did a quick search for the most hated Gold Rush cast member, chances are pretty good you'd be slapped in the face with a picture of Fred Lewis. In fact, the hopping Reddit community of 13K fans can't seem to go very long without starting a new thread to discuss all the reasons they agree he's an incompetent asterisk shoal. For all of these reasons, it isn't too surprising that amid the beef between the Clayton brothers and Fred during Season 13, Episode 18, fans were pretty quick to side with Brandon and Brady. What exactly was it that happened between Fred Lewis and the Clayton brothers? Keep reading for a recap and what fans think about it. Now, most cast members on Gold Rush end up getting a fair amount of criticism from the fan base. The hatred fans have for Fred Lewis, however, is wild. According to a recap from Looper, fans have no shame in ripping the miner apart and sending him cruel messages about how much of a failure he is at mining gold. Unfortunately, this disdain from fans does extend to the crew members, as fans believe Fred has done a poor job of managing them the entire time he's been part of Gold Rush. For example, fans were furious after what happened during the episode, titled Gremlins, that aired on January 20th. During the episode, one of the belts snapped on the crew's wash plant. They made the decision to replace the belt without first determining what caused the belt to snap. Ultimately, a second belt snapped because they didn't find and resolve the issue first. Fans watching the show were annoyed that Fred's crew made such a boneheaded mistake. But they also were in agreement that Fred Lewis was largely to blame for not managing a better crew. Fast forward to Season 13, Episode 18 of Gold Rush. Fans are up in arms regarding Fred and his crew again, because they botched a deal they had in place with the Clayton brothers. During the episode, Buzzified, fans believe Fred Lewis' crew knew exactly what they were doing when they gave Brandon and Brady Clayton the dozer that later broke down. Earlier in Season 13, the Clayton brothers and Fred Lewis had previously made an arrangement. Brady and Brandon agreed to let Fred use one of their dozers, but Fred would owe them a favor. The favor ended up being Fred giving the Clayton brothers the dozer. As fans watched, the Clayton brothers only got a few hours of work out of the dozer before it broke down. Now, Fred and his crew were pretty quick to blame the Clayton brothers and attempt to wash their hands of the whole situation. But Gold Rush fans aren't buying it. Fred Lewis and his crew have acquired a reputation for having old and busted machinery. And fans are convinced the crew gave the Clayton brothers a busted dozer, knowing it wouldn't last very long before kicking the bucket. In fact, fans on Reddit are furious with Fred Lewis and his crew, stating that they believe he went back on his deal with this shady move.